Hello, students. I welcome you all again to my channel Economics is Interesting. Today, we are going to study another topic from unit number 2, class 12, Telangana Board of Intermediate Education syllabus, that is, role of education in economic development. So, you must have been observed and noticed in your life what is the role of education. Being you yourself, the educated individual, must have noticed the role of education in every sphere of life. It is education that gives us confidence to understand the things. It is education that actually gives us the confidence within ourselves. So, what are the essential things apart from the individual's importance? How education actually helps in shaping the nation? Let us study in this answer. Here is the introduction for it. Education is the key to success. Yes, if a country has to develop in all the direction, that is in the form of social areas, institutional development, or in the form of economic development. Education is the prerequisite for all the things. It brings peace and prosperity by developing a positive attitude in the society. Yes, education brings peace because when you're educated, you actually aim for peaceful environment and prosperity with all the positive attitudes, with all the positive thinkings, by developing brotherhood, by developing nationalism, by developing patriotism within the nation. This objective of prosperity can be achieved only with the help of education. It brings awareness and removes superstitions among the people. Yet the wrong beliefs, the blind beliefs, the fanatic kind of understanding that people have usually, that will be removed because education plays a very important role in one's life. It throws the light in the form of knowledge, which actually allows us to identify what is the right way to go. It helps in improving health, income, and security of the people in the country. If a person is educated, his standard of living increases when his income increases, and when the person is educated, he aims for security, and his security will be attained because when people get education, then the ignorance is being removed from the country. It is rightly said, darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do it. And ignorance cannot drive out ignorance, only education can do it. So, education has the power to remove darkness from the life of an individual with the light of knowledge. And with all this, the national integration objective can be achieved. That's the role of education. The first point in role of education in economic development is education and economic development. In my previous videos, I have covered the meaning of economic development, but for your convenience, let me recapitulate that. Economic development is a concept that tells us about economic growth plus the socio-economic and institutional changes within the society, because they aim for broader kind of change within the nation. It is not only national income or GNP. If it is getting collected, the objective of the nation is going to be served. Apart from that, there are a lot of things which has to be changed in the economic sphere, the society sphere, and also the institutional areas of the nation. That's what the economic development actually talks about. Now, let us study this point here. Investing in education is one of the most or the important method to promote economic development, because it is education only that can bring positive intent in an individual. It is because education provides skill and encourages modern attitudes. Yes, skills, talent, ability, potential, confidence with an individual can be attained if a person is educated. It also increases income and employment opportunities. Yes, if a person is educated, his income earning abilities starts first, then if he works hard, then it increases, and slowly when the income increases, the standard of living of an individual also increases, which is very important when you actually aim for economic development. Because when the standard of an individual increases, it automatically changes the society one after the other, and when the society develops, the country develops, and when country develops, then our country from the label of developing nation can be changed to a developed nation. So it's not a one day job, it takes a lot of time. So let us study what is given here next. Come to this definition, which is being given by Todaro and Smith. They say that education helps to increase knowledge and skill so that more number of productive labor force can be created. Now, when the knowledge is increased, then it gives a lot of benefits to the individual and also to the nation. Now, Todaro and Smith have rightly said a very important thing here: productive labor force. They said and mean labor force which is productive here about skilled and talented laborer, because it is only the skillful labor that actually contribute for the objective of economic development. That's how education plays a vital role. Point number 2, rural development. Let us see what's given here. Development of rural part of India is essential for economic development. It is right, because if a country aims to develop only the urban areas and leaving behind the rural part of our country, then the economic development objective becomes very difficult to achieve. So, both the development is essential, urban and rural development here. Now, education provides knowledge to the rural people with which they can overcome ignorance and superstitions, because education plays a role of a light in the life of an individual. If there is no light, then you cannot see the things properly. In the similar way, if there is no education, people doesn't think in a positive manner, people doesn't understand the things in a proper way, people doesn't take the things in a manner how they should take it, which actually helps in achieving the objective of economic development. So it is education that is most important in order to develop rural areas. Education provides skill to the people, and it will encourage them to set up cottage industries. So when the people are having skill within themselves, when they know how to do the things in a proper manner, then they actually give them confidence to set up cottage industries, when most of the people in India in rural areas are doing it now, which is very good sign. The cottage industries gives them confidence that they are actually able to earn the income of themselves. The standard of living increases, because the cottage industries are those industries which actually opened in a, with a very small investment, and where all the family members actually work like a workers. It could be like preparation of candles, matchbox, dhoop or agarbatti preparations, etc. When cottage industries is set up, then this reduces disguised employment. Now, this situation of disguised employment is observed in India or in any developing country in large number, because disguised employment is a situation where people are in requirement of job in large number, but the vacancies are not created according to that. That's the problem in developing nation. Now, in such a situation, if a cottage industry or a small scale industry is set up in rural area, then it gives employment opportunities to not only a single individual but to a lot of individuals. That actually removes the situation of poverty and unemployment and increases the standard of living of an individual. Point number 3: reduction of income inequality. When an individual is educated, then he or she finds a job, and that jobs give them income. And with the income, the standard of living of an individual increases. And with that increased amount of standard of living, the inequality of an individual can be removed. So let us see what is given here. Education helps to improve human capabilities, which is very much essential to increase the earnings of the people. Now, when you are educated, when you earn good amount of income, then the inequality is actually removed. Now, why there is a term called inequality being presented here is because you actually compare the earnings of urban areas with the people of rural areas. Now, if rural people are educated, if we provide them education, if they understand the actual importance of education, then the inequalities that exist in the pay scale of rural people and urban people can be reduced. And it is because of this, the people who are actually educated in rural areas have to migrate to urban areas in the expectation of better pay scale. If we open good amount of industries, that's what we have discussed in the previous point, if we open large amount of cottage industries and small scale industries in the rural areas, then the problem of income inequality can be solved. The people who actually come from rural area to urban area in order to increase the level of their income doesn't have to migrate. They have to be there in the same place and find the job and improve their income and reduce the inequality. In short, it can be said that education helps in skill enhancement of an individual. This ability brings uniformity in the pay scale and reduces income inequalities. That's how the reduction of income inequality can be achieved when people of both urban and rural areas are educated in large number. Point number 4: family planning. Let us see what is given here. Education enlightens the mindset of the people and gives the ability to plan and restrict the size of the family. That is only education through which the mindset of the people can be changed. We find a lot of large families existing in India, and if we ask any individual to restrict the size of the family from large family to a nuclear family, then it is only education through which we can say to this to the people. Now, it is through education only best results in family planning can be achieved in the long run. Now, when people are gaining education in all the parts of our country, especially the rural part of our country, when people are becoming educated there, then the population can be controlled, then the population can be curbed in a proper manner. Besides this, if more number of women are educated and get employment, fertility rates in the country will reduce as upbringing of children becomes difficult for women employees. Now, it has been a very wrong trend which has been practiced in India in the previous part of our country. If we actually look into that, women's life is confined to only four walls. Women were never allowed to go out and work. Now, what happens here, if women are not allowed to work, then the process of economic development becomes slow again. Because when women are also provided opportunity, then more number of youth is actually included, that actually adds for the process of economic development. When women also contribute their bit in terms of development, then the process of economic development becomes very easy and it can be achieved quickly. And the most important thing, if women are educated, then that reduces the number of children in a family. That's how it goes. Point number 5, on the job training. Let us study what's given in this. It's essential to provide on the job training to the workers as it helps in increasing the productivity. If a training for any work to be done is given to the employees, then they will be performing the task with accuracy without performing any fault in it. It enhances the skill and efficiency of the workers, which paves the way for economic development of the country. Now, if an individual or an employee of a company is trained, then he can perform the task accurately within less time with 100% efficiency. Now, this actually is important for economic development process. That's how the skilled labor we actually aim for. That's how we actually train the people in a proper way in order to extract the work which is actually essential for economic development process. If people do not get suitable education, they not only forgo much more at present but also in the future, because it is only education that can give you sustainability at present situation and also in future situations. If you are not educated now, you might be living comfortably as the responsibility has not been shouldered, as you have not come across the situation where you have to be worried about if you are not educated. But a time will come, you repent, thinking that why I was not educated. This comes to the conclusion of our answer. Hope this answer is very clear to you all. We'll meet in the next video with yet another topic of unit number 2. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Thank you.